What is going on, guys? It is Josie Q, and today I'm going to be doing a video where I talk about this zombie storyline, starting from the beginning, and it's going to have a little bit of events that weren't told in the beginning exactly, but like it actually happened. Like Riese, stuff that was happening in the times of Moon are making an appearance in this one because that's when they happened. So just so you know, we're gonna start right now with Riese, and like I said, it's gonna have a little bit of Moon in it. But we're gonna go through each map, not in this video. We're gonna make a separate video for that because it takes a long time to write all this stuff out, and also it might not be exactly 100% every single thing or something because I was just kind of going off the top of my head, but it's pretty detailed. So let's start off. So in Riese, in the beginning, Maxis and Richtofen were trying to win the war against the Allies. They were trying to like help them out, pretty much the Nazis. So they were part of a secret organization called Group 935, and Maxis was trying to master the matter transference, aka teleporting. Every time he tried to do that, they would use humans as their test subjects, and when they teleported, they would reappear as zombies, and they wouldn't appear as the human. Like I said, they would appear as a zombie, and I do have an audio quote now.
Stand up. Stand up! Good. Look at me. Over here. Good. Now walk forward. Excellent. Further. Keep coming. It's all right. Stay there. Calm down. I order you. Kill it. Bring me another.
Okay, so they used element 115, which can be seen in Shino Numa outside the map because of the Tunguska event, where a meteor crashed and left large amounts of element 115 in that area, which they use to power the teleporters, and when the teleporter is overloaded with 115, it can travel through time. Next, they also use 115 to power the Wonder Waffle or Wonder Waff, whatever you want to call it. I've heard both. DG2 that's what it's powered by, pretty much. When you flick off the little like things on the side and put like the new little lights or whatever. I don't really know. It's a type of ammo, pretty much. It was supposed to be mass produced, but the Group 935 had a shortage of the element, and I will play that audio quote now.
Sophia, this letter is to go to the Reichstag High Command immediately. Gentlemen, it is with the utmost urgency that I draw your attention to the lack of funding being injected into the giant project. While I believe we are close to realizing the ultimate plan, we still have several years of development before it is ready. It would be folly to cut our expenditures so early in our development. As you know, early tests on the DG2 have easily outperformed expectations, and we fully anticipate mass-producing the Wunderwaffe within the next few years. Work on the matter transference has, however, come to a standstill. We simply do not have enough element 115 to continue the experiments. The test subjects have survived teleportation, but are currently unresponsive to commands and cannot be controlled. If we are to overcome this obstacle, we need to increase the frequency and size of the experiment. To this end, I suggest we find not only a regular supply of 115, but we also find a larger conduit to channel the energy. Our operatives in America have informed us that the U.S. has a large supply of the element at the Nevada base. So time is of the essence if we are to stay ahead of them. This cannot be done if you cut the budget, nor can it be done if you insist on pressuring us into action before we are ready. I am, of course, available for discussion on the matter, but in the meantime, I will continue with the work here and try to win this damned war. Signed, etc., etc., Dr. Maxis.
Okay, so Maxis talks about how the Nevada base in the U.S. has a large amount of the element 115, and while Maxis is still trying to figure out matter transference, Richtofen is working behind his back with Dr. Schuster and trying to successfully teleport a walnut, which actually happens. They teleport a walnut. Richtofen then teleports himself, which brings him to a dark room. When he finally can see something, he sees a large pyramid type of structure, which is called the MPD. It is a large pyramid of alien origins, so according to Richtofen. When he touches the pyramid, it electrically shocks him, causing him to hear these whispers in his head, or just voices. Whispers or voices. I wasn't really sure, so I said both. So that's why he always talks about hearing like voices in his head and whatnot. That's why everybody thinks he's going crazy. The next thing he knows, he is in an unknown jungle, which we can only assume is Shangri-La, because in the Shangri-La Easter egg, when you finish it, there's a shrine that says Richtofen, so that could have been some clue from the past, because obviously this happened, and then later on they went back to Shangri-La, so maybe he forgot and then remembered or something. So like I said, it was Shangri-La, and when it had to do with the Easter egg. So anyways, according to Schuster, a few days later, Richtofen reappears. Richtofen tells him about his experience and shows Schuster himself by teleporting both of them. After he assembles a team to create the moon base around the MPD, which is, Griffin Station or something, he tells Dr. I don't know how to say it, I think it's Rope or something, tells him and Schuster to figure out how to work the MPD while he goes and takes care of Maxis and Samantha himself. When he gets back, Maxis is still trying to teleport stuff, and he's using Samantha's dog Fluffy as a test subject. When he puts the dog in the teleporter, it reappears as a hellhound. In the middle of all the chaos, Richtofen locks Maxis and Samantha into the teleporters and leaves them there, and Richtofen laughs and walks away. But what you don't hear is that they actually teleport out. I will put an audio clip in now.
Initiating test number 6. Subject is within test chamber. Activate power. Damn it, Edward! Did you set up the device correctly?
Yes, Doctor. As per your specifications.
If you had done it to my specifications, then it would have worked, wouldn't it? As usual, you're incompetent.
What? Do you hear that, Doctor?
Quiet, you fool! Test number 6 is a failure, but the experiment has caused some kind of electrical force energized within the chamber. Well, open the door!
Doctor, I don't think...
Open the door! Now!
Daddy, what are you doing with Fluffy?
Damn it, Samantha, I told you never to come in here. Edward, get her out of here.
Yes, Doctor.
What's wrong with her? Daddy, what did you do? Fluffy!
Come back here, Samantha! Stop her! Easy. Come here, Samantha. Good girl, Flossie. Gently, Samantha. That's not Flossie anymore. We must get out of here. What? Edward, what are you doing? Open the door! Edward, open this door now!
I'm scared.
Don't go. Stay by me, Samantha.
Goodbye, Dr. Maxis.
Alright, so Samantha winds up on the moon base just prior to this. Schuster and the other doctor discover how the MPD is powered. It's powered by souls. They found this out because he killed a rat next to the MPD, and it filled up one of the jars that was surrounding it. So they started to kill many people and built a mass grave outside where they just dumped all the bodies and whatnot. And they continued to keep killing people until they filled the jars completely. And they got a hold of Richtofen, and they said that they had completely filled up these jars, and that was right before he locked Samantha and Maxis in the room. So, back to going where they teleported out. Samantha teleported out of the Riese, and she went to the moon base, and she ran up to the MPD, and she got herself locked inside of it. By doing that, she pretty much is in control of the zombies, and she's in control of the zombies and in the aether or whatever. So Richtofen figures this out and tells them to find Maxis with by doing anything they have to do, just find him. He believes in them to find him because they've done crazier things. So they find Maxis, they bring him back, they bring him to the MPD and bring him up to the where Samantha is, and they say get her out. So then Maxis, he says he's sorry for all of the bad things he's done or something, and then he says, can you do something for me? And everyone probably thought that he was going to try to get her out, but no, he told her to kill all of Group 935, and immediately he was shot in he was shot, but I believe he's probably shot in the head or something because he died in one bullet. So when he was shot, that's when Samantha flipped out and she started sending the zombies after Group 935, and no one really knows how this happened, but Maxis, he was killed, but he's still his soul, I guess you want to call it, is still out there, and people say he's in the ether or whatever you call it. Some say he's just there. I don't know how to explain that because you could hear him obviously for the Easter eggs, so I know that he's not dead, if that makes sense. So that is pretty much how Riese is, the storyline behind it. Listen to those audio quotes, so you can hear them and see what I was hearing. And I will be back with the next part soon. I'm probably tomorrow. I'm gonna write it all up, but it takes me a while because I gotta think of it and write it down and then type it up. I gotta do all different types of stuff. So I'm gonna be coming back with Kino, and instead of doing just one map, because I realize this is a short video right now, I'm probably gonna do 2 maps now. So I'm gonna do Kino, and then I believe Ascensions. And 5 doesn't really count. I guess I could do Kino and 5 and Ascension. So yeah. So I'm gonna be doing a lot of these vids until we get up to Riese. And then we will see how Mob of the Dead is working out. So thank you for listening and watching. If I missed anything, tell me in the comments. Don't make a comment if it's gonna be oh, you did this wrong, blah blah blah, I hate your video or something. Just kind of constructively tell me, constructive criticism, I guess the word is, on what I did wrong and what I should do in the next one to make it better. Thanks for watching, guys, and peace out.